Today, I will be talking to you all about this concept of March Madness. When you think about that word madness, it's all chaos, mayhem, you name it, right? Just because March Madness is happening doesn't mean that school has ceased. Just because the mayhem has ensued doesn't mean that parents aren't still wanting to have access to their children, siblings aren't wanting to have access to their athlete siblings and things of that nature. So it's really important for coaches to understand ways to create an environment that definitely supports the student-athlete experience, helping them to manage their emotions and manage their opportunities that they have to make it this far into the postseason. So when you think about this idea of madness, think about how to reel it in and take control of the things that really matter most, right? And so a couple of key pointers that I always talk with coaches about during this time is recognizing and understanding that first, these are still kids. Secondly, getting to this part of the postseason, a lot of the kids are really inexperienced, and so there's a lot of chaos that comes with this environment. It's increased presence of media, it's increased requests for interviews. Time is already a commodity in the regular setting, but in the March Madness season of things, it is definitely a pace that is unheard of, and sometimes you just can't really prepare for it. So a couple of things that coaches can access. One is making sure that they have a really close relationship with the academic support staff, making sure that everything is tight, leaning onto the preparation that has been put in place for the students to make sure that they're not missing a beat when it comes to their academic responsibilities. Secondly, being open and honest with the parents and the family members that are excited that their athlete is now about to transition into the big stage, right? And so people come out of the woodwork. So it's important for coaches to really understand and keep the parents engaged by letting them know what their expectations are about still maintaining and containing that amount of accessibility to their athletes. Because what we don't want is for other people to get into the athlete spaces and become a distraction. And then thirdly, remembering that everything that they've prepared up to this point, getting into the big dance is not the destination. The goal is for longevity. Postseason is about going as far as you can because you can be one and done like some of those other programs, right? You help the athletes remember that their preparation has gotten them this far and now it's time to step it up to a next level. Understanding that yes, even though it's a chaotic environment and time is definitely moving at a very fast pace, it seems like as soon as they blink their eyes, their opportunity is either here or it's gone. Just remembering that they have to enjoy this process. Embrace the chaos, don't avoid it, don't shrink, don't get small. Use that wingspan and just thrive. Once March Madness has ended and they come back to this environment of their collegiate experience, being able to offer a space of debriefing of what that experience was like for them. For some, this was their last opportunity to touch the ball before they transition out of your school, or out of your program. How does this impact moving into their transition post-sport life? For some, this is it. For others, they're moving on to the next level. For some, they're returning back to your program and being able to capitalize on the experiences that have been learned in that particular season, because this stuff transcends the court. They can use this experience to help propel their experiences in the classroom setting, managing and negotiating chaos that might ensue on campus, a number of different experiences that come from this. And so coaches, it's really important to magnify and maximize this opportunity to use this experience in so many different ways that can help your athlete thrive long after March Madness has ended.